Previously on Making Home, the kitchen mini-series, I took you through what I need to change about my current kitchen, which includes better storage utilization. Picture Mario, like hitting it, and then it just got stuck and I didn't win any money. I lost money on this situation. I moved everything out of the kitchen. These are all old nuts. Old nuts. We have a separate apartment up here, which is amazing because we have a separate kitchen. I secured new appliances in a black stainless steel. I'm learning that a built-in microwave drawer is like $1,900. And finally, got to demoing. Yeah, so there hasn't really been a lot of progress, but welcome back to Making Home. This is the series where we're on the journey of turning this house into a home. In the last few months, behind the scenes, I have been finalizing the cabinet designs, going back and forth with my contractor. Instagram helped me decide that I don't want to put the sink in the island. Apparently that's a really bad idea. And I decided that the pantry kind of cabinet that I'm building in the side here, I'm gonna do glass sides, which I think will just let the light in during the day and be a really nice lighting feature at night. And I was sourcing options for the countertop. Drinking this because everybody's getting sick and I just can't. We're not here for this. So I literally did not know where to start with the countertops. I knew the look that I'm going for, but I didn't know what material that ultimately would end up being. Or if I would go engineered, aka man-made, or maybe a natural stone. So I plotted a few countertop stores and started the rounds. Also, this definitely has me thinking about what's the sustainability of everything. So I actually had a vegetarian gyro, and looked up sustainable kitchen counter options. So the world of sustainable countertops is vast. It seems like bamboo wood is the most praised, environmentally friendly option, but that doesn't always fit in with what the design needs are. So right now I'm gonna be trying to look up second-hand countertop options, which I know is gonna be very difficult, but I'm at least gonna give it a shot. Then there's also some engineered options that are either made with recycled material or use way less energy than some other ways of creating stone. Again, a complicated world. I don't know if there's any right answer, but I'm gonna try to do my best here. That's also within my budget, which is not easy. It's so hot in here. Is it gyro? Gyro? Gyro. No matter the material I'm looking at, I'm pretty much focusing on dark brown, gray, black tones to match those stainless steel appliances, while still considering a white option to match the upper cabinets. Since the countertop is in the middle, I think I can go either way, light or dark. So the contractors come back on Monday to do the electrical, so that means that I need to finalize the electrical plans and where all of the new electrical is gonna go, as well as make a final countertop option because I need to get going on that so that we can stay on schedule.
We're on schedule?
Yeah, we're not on schedule. So we cannot get more off schedule? Okay, so the electrical plan is looking good, but the thing that I don't know what to do about is the lights above the island. So here, over the island, My contractor drew 2 ceiling junction boxes, which would be good for like 2 individual pendants, or yeah, pretty much 2 individual pendants. Or sometimes you have some of those longer light fixtures that are like connected, and then you really only need to usually wire it on one side, but hopefully it would still look good mounted on the 2. Problem is, I was also looking at some other options. Like this one I loved. It's like glass and industrial. It's not like there's any kind of like standard depth when it comes to this, which makes this whole process a little bit difficult. Then of course there's the option of just doing one in the center, and then I could do something like this. I actually saw this one from West Elm on Facebook Marketplace. Or I've also loved this one where it's like, it only has the one middle hookup, but then it extends and has 2 lampshades. I think that's also kind of a cool vibe. My issue is, I really was not prepared to make this decision. And now I'm feeling like I can't just say, oh, let's do 2 or let's do 1. It's like, I feel like it's obviously very smart for me to pick out the exact fixture, whether thrifted or whether I have to order it, and then the electrical gets installed according to where the hookups on that one are. Also, I was thinking I really wanted a long light, since in my dining nook I had the individual pendant, which I think is the plan to still do something like that, an individual pendant. So I didn't want to do more pendants here because I think that's just too many pendants. Anyways, I think this is like one of my bigger dilemmas right now, is trying to figure out this lighting. So I'm gonna need to do that before I can tell my contractor where to install the hookup on Monday. But maybe in the meantime, let's talk about countertops from one indecision to the next. So I did previously decide that I want to do darker lower cabinets, lighter uppers. I want the lower cabinet color to match my black stainless steel appliances. Something kind of browny, gray, not too harsh, but at least dark. So now I just need to figure out whether I want my countertops to be light or dark. I think have in my mind that I'll be doing a light backsplash, but we haven't even gotten there yet. For me?
Yes. Oh, are you recording?
You know.
Sponsored by Lots.
Not sponsored, but you know, maybe this will help me make a decision.
Why not just do one of each?
Just doing a quick check in the garage to see which paint chip matches my appliances so that I can make a better decision on the countertop color. I don't know.
Okay, because this is obviously my favorite.
Yeah. Okay, and then these were the colors that were similar to the cabinets. I think I like this one the best. This one actually, if you look at that, is like really nice. It has a lot of depth. These are porcelain. I think these are all porcelain. This is marble.
I kind of like how there's a bit of brown or color in that one.
Yeah, that one's super white.
This one's kind of like too white almost.
But I like how it has different white tones so that it'll tie things together, you know, if you have different whites in here.
True.
After reviewing all of the samples I picked up, I narrowed down my top choices, and from there ultimately decided on doing a lighter stone, since I'm afraid a dark stone will make the space feel darker. So today we're going to look at the top countertop options. I brought a friend for some, this is not a friend.
Moral support, a friend.
More than friend.
Just a guy.
To help me narrow down these options. I mean, it'll be your kitchen too. Yeah. You'll be cooking more in it, honestly, so. All of my final countertop choices coincidentally came from stone tile in the form of marble or a porcelain. So I went back to stone tile to narrow down some options. I was so unbelievably impressed with the porcelain options at stone tile. Porcelain is essentially a man-made, extremely heat and stain and scratch resistant stone look-alike product. But this is before I found out that I wouldn't be able to use a porcelain because I decided to do round edges on my island. And since the porcelain isn't as thick as a natural stone and it doesn't have the pattern printed on the edges, I would have to go with a different type of man-made stone or a natural stone in order to get those curved edges. Good news is, while I was back at the stone tile slab warehouse, I found a few more natural stone options I was interested in, and also found out that they've done collaborations with creators. So I did want to thank you, Stone Tile, for being my countertop sponsor. Yeah, I would say I like this one. Do you like this one?
Not as much as
much?
this one.
We got in the car and it says, I recorded a little bit of
Be real.
It's
probably loud.
of me and Carlton talking. I'm like, be real? B-roll? Let's just call B-roll B-real now.
Okay.
It's true, you gotta be real. Today in the house, a hole for the new exhaust fan over the stove is being drilled and some new electrical is getting pulled. Good morning. I'm about to run out and grab some samples today because I need to pick the cabinet colors. Does that mean I need whites too? I was just focusing on the lower dark colors because I felt like that was the harder decision. But I guess I also need to figure out my upper cabinet color too. I'm doing dark lowers, light uppers. Let's go get some samples. Also, this is the upstairs living room. It is a hot mess right now, but if you're wondering a makeover that needs to happen, stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed. I got so many rooms in this house now. So I ended up bringing one of my appliances into the space so that I could see what the appliance looks like next to some paint samples. And that's why I'm on the floor beside my uninstalled dishwasher. I'm not quite there and I'm a little worried because I don't know what else to do. My goal is that I want people to fight over whether the color is gray or brown. Like, I want it to look kind of brown and kind of gray and match / not clash with the black stainless steel appliances. Is that too much to ask for?
All right, lowers. I'm liking this.
You don't think it's too dark? Like, isn't that reading black?
Yeah, I mean it is, but like the problem is, this is like the same color. Brown, no.
So, I mean, while this decision gets made, need to think on it a little bit more. I've narrowed down, I think, the countertop option. The last time we went, we picked a couple more choices. I have a lot of learnings from this process that I definitely want to share with you guys. I have regrets, like so many things I would do differently. You may have noticed the timeline is just like so insane. Just so many things that I'm kind of like shocked by. And yeah, maybe that'll be in a different video. If you guys have any questions about the process, maybe I can like sit down and talk about what I would do differently when renovating a kitchen. But good news is, I think I have a countertop choice. Yeah. Anyways, we're happy. I gotta sit on this color choice. After some reflection and seeing the samples in different lighting, I have decided Black Beauty by Benjamin Moore for the lower cabinets and White Dove by Benjamin Moore for the upper cabinets, which is actually the same as my wall color, but it will be a different finish when it is on the cabinets. Today is a monumental day when it comes to this kitchen makeover because today the cabinets are getting installed. I was talking to my mom yesterday and she was like, "Are you excited?" I was like yes, but mostly nervous. I'm nervous to see my color choices in real life, to see the style choices in real life, the layout. Like, I've also been living with this empty kitchen since 4 months? Like, has it been 4 months? So I'm just not used to having things in this space. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I hope it all goes well. And this is just one more piece of this giant kitchen puzzle. So the installer should be here any minute with the cabinets, and we'll see how it goes. They only told me today, but there's no way this is only gonna take 1 day. I don't believe it. Is everything supposed to get installed today?
The question mark might be the island.
Oh, okay.
I think the rest is good.
Nice and black, eh?
I wasn't going for black.
It's not really black though.
No.
Thank you.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
It's got a lot of brown. It's brown, actually, extremely dark brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know.
They know.
I'm into it. I mean, no, I see what you're saying. It is black.
It is black, but it does have a dark base.
We'll find out.
We'll find it, but that's what it is.
We'll find out.
Supervisor.
We'll see.
Chief supervisor.
That's for the micro?
That's for the micro.
Yeah.
So this whole discussion is about the panel beside the fridge, and I think there was a little bit of miscommunication. I originally said white uppers and dark lowers, but after reviewing some inspo images of what white uppers and a white side panel would look like next to the dark stainless steel fridge, I was a little bit more inclined to choose a dark upper and a dark side panel and have the whole fridge be its own moment in a top to bottom dark color. John the cabinet maker said it was no problem and that he was gonna repaint the uppers as well as the panel from that white to the dark lower color, which is a really, really, really dark brown, but definitely not black. Okay, the team is gone, and this is now where we're just like, I mean, not everything's done.
I will say I love the colors.
Yeah, it's dark, but it isn't black. You know, it's still really soft. But look at all the storage.
That's pretty good.
So much storage. There's a shelf that goes here. And then that's where the tile ends. And then it goes up to the same point as the shelf is on that side.
Got it.
Okay, it's still gonna take a couple more days for the cabinets to get installed, and while that's happening, I'm gonna make my final countertop decision, because as soon as the cabinets are in, the countertop installers can come in and measure. So really, I'm just here to look at my top 2 natural stone slabs, but before we look at my final 2 options, it's always so fun to take a little spin around the warehouse and see all of the beauty. Look at this cute little place. Guys, this is what I'm gonna have at mine. The curve. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, this is good to know. Like, see how they did it? Like, do I want that? This is why it's so important to leave your house, guys. How's it going?
How you doing? Good to see you.
again. You know what this reminds me of? The rainbow fish. Yeah. The book? Yeah. Oh my god, Belgi, our cultural references, for once, they work out.
And you came to match. Every totally matches, even your sweater matches.
Now for my 2 options. Option 1. So this is Calcutta Verde, which is a natural marble. A thing to note about marble though is that it seems to be a little bit more expensive, and you do have to seal it regularly or apply a film since it is very easy to stain and not fully heat resistant. I really liked this one because it was heavy in the white, but then it has the green elements of it.
And you love your green.
I do love my green.
And this is an easy green to lift up too. It's not like an overpowered.
Yeah. And the other stone I'm deciding between is the Terra Bianca quartzite. I like this because it's unique but still muted in the boldness of its veins, and it does have a little bit of a warm undertone. The cabinets are finally in, as well as those black stainless steel appliances I picked out so long ago. I am really, really happy with the color and just how great these curved edges on the island look. And although this ended up being pretty much the same layout as my original space, I really feel like it's such a better use of the vertical space, and in the end, I do have so much more storage and functional storage. Next time on Making Home, we'll see many things come together. We're talking backsplash, the glass pantry will be installed, and of course, the countertops. Let me know in the comments which countertop option I should pick, and I will see you next time. If you've already seen the other kitchen episodes of Making Home, then maybe you want to see the time I made over my basement bedroom. It's one of my favorite places in my house, and it's so completely timeless and cozy. I love it. We're totally gonna lean into this whole cave effect with this textured wall behind me. I'm indecisive, if we haven't noticed already.